presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Good evening, everyone. We're bringing you an audio broadcast of the area consolation game here at Edmond North High School between Bishop McGuinness and Lawton High. The winner will play Midwest City on this floor tomorrow in a do-or-die game. Let's go ahead and show you the starting lineups. Lawton High is actually the visiting team, even though they're a higher seed. They will start number 1, Avi Young, number 2, TK Taylor, number 5, Darren Cottrell, number 11, Champ Brewer, and number 34, Tavon Washington. For Bishop McGuinness, their starting lineup looks like this. Isaiah Nelson, a 6-foot sophomore, will be one starting guard. Brody Parks, number 13, a 6'2 junior. Jackson Stone, number 14, a 6'4 junior. Number 20, Andrew Harris, their big man, a 6'5 senior. And Riley Sneller rounds out the starting lineup, a 6'2 junior. Okay, again, here's what we can tell you. This is going to be an audio broadcast. We're going to go ahead and clear off the starting lineups. And we want to show you something here. Have my producer go to the starting lineup tab. So we're going to keep this up. This audio broadcast, an audio broadcast. And as you can see, the winner will play Midwest City tomorrow night at 7 o'clock here at Edmond North. We will have the game for you regardless of who wins. Both teams coming out now, ready to begin the jump ball. We had a classic here earlier between Midwest City and Del City. Del City won on a buzzer beater. We could have a close game here, would not shock me at all. For Del City, Tavon Washington will jump center, and he will go up against, for Bishop McGuinness, Brody Parks. One of these teams will be done with their season tonight. Who will it be? The Bomber? Or not the Bomber, sorry. Still thinking of the last game. The Irish. Or will it be the Wolverines? Bishop McGuinness wins the tip. Here's Nelson on screen. Go inside to Harris. They kick it out. 3-ball attempted. No good. It will go out of bounds. The ball will go to Lawton. So their first possession coming up. Shooting that shot for Bishop McGuinness was Parks. Lawton High will extend their pressure some. No, Bishop McGuinness will extend their pressure, sorry. Washington throws it out. Lawton High gets trapped in the corner, but they get out of it by getting it to Brewer. Now it's TK Taylor with the ball. McGuinness looks like they are in a man defense. They are sagging back right now. Driving and scoring for Lawton High is Avi Young, and the Wolverines strike first, leading 2-0. Lawton High looks to trap. Harris tried to find the open man cutting baseline, and they get an open three, and it rattles in. Bishop McGuinness scores next. Riley Sneller, I believe, hit that three, and it's 3-2. And then they get a steal, and well, as a kickball off of McGuinness. Looks like they were about to get a steal, but the ball goes off of Harris. So Lawton High will retain possession. They will throw it in on the far corner. Taylor will throw it in. It gets to Brewer. Wing right. Brewer goes center court now. Spins back to the free throw line. Back to Taylor. Taylor drives left to the paint, and he gets called for a travel as he dragged his pivot foot. He had found Contrail in the corner, but Contrail not able to do anything with it because the travel's called. Now Lawton High will press McGuinness. The ball there is Parks. Parks checked by Cottrell. Drives to the left side. Throws it near the top of the key. It's Nelson. Getting inside, scoop shot is made. Great play there by number 23, Riley Sneller, and it's 5-2. Irish lead. Cottrell gets the paint, and he gets an easy layup and the foul. We're going to have an and one here as Cottrell got fouled scoring. So he'll have a chance to tie the game from the free throw line. Foul is on Andrew Harris. First foul of the game for either team. Cottrell from the free throw line swishes it. We are tied at 5. Lawton High finished 3rd in District 2. McGuinness finished 4th in District 1. But McGuinness is the home team, even though they're the lower seed, which I find interesting. Driving along the baseline, that was Stone. They get a shot inside. Harris lost it, and then trying to save it. It's out of bounds off Lawton High. Taylor tried to save it. The Irish to inbound it. Dribbling inside, and then I think he'll be called for travel. Yes, that's Parks. Tried to make a move in the paint. Lawton High defended it well. Midwest City probably watching this game, ready to play the winner. They are familiar with Lawton High. They played them twice, won both games by about 9 and 10 points, if I'm not mistaken. McGuinness and Midwest City, though, have not played. So that would be a brand new matchup. Taylor, the pump fake, throws it corner left. Cottrell thought got fouled, but didn't call it. Now goes out to Avi Young. Avi Young with the crossover, gets in the paint. Had to throw it out. It's Brewer, and Brewer, such a good player, good lefty, he scores. And Lawton High now reclaims the lead 7-5. For McGuinness, Nelson brings it up, dribbled away from the trap, finds his man for an open three. That's no good. Ball batted around, and it's taken by Lawton High. That's Jackson Stone with a missed three. Back comes Avi Young for the Wolverines. His shot near the free throw line's no good. Rebound taken by McGuinness, and then a steal by Brewer as McGuinness threw a bad outlet pass to Nelson. May have been Harris who threw that, not sure. Pull-up shot for Brewer, and Brewer, smooth on that one, scores, and it's 9-5 Lawton High. Now Lawton High pressing, trying to get a steal, and they do. Brewer winds up with it. Can he finish? No, he missed an easy layup. McGuinness almost walked with it as they got the rebound. Harris did. McGuinness, though, is able to break this press. And then it's the bad job dribbling to the wrong side there is Stone. Back comes Lawton High. Scooping the ball in. That's TK Taylor, I believe. Yep, and it's 11-5 Wolverines. They would love to see, third time's the charm, taking on Midwest City. I'm not going to talk much more about the previous games unless it looks like Lawton High can win. McGuinness still with plenty of time, obviously. We have a foul on the floor on Lawton High. But the Wolverines are showing they can get dribble penetration whenever they want right now. Substitutions, we'll deal with Lawton High subs. John Jones and Manny Simpson are in the game. McGuinness made some subs too. We'll call them out as we see them. Taking the ball for McGuinness is Sneller. Sneller hounded there by Simpson. Gets it to the right wing and then turns it over. Good defense by Simpson. Sneller can't believe it. And he will come out of the game. And he will be replaced by Timothy Chambers. Lawton High, TK Taylor crosses the timeline. Finds Brewer. Brewer extended out on that right wing. He'll pass it out. Back to Taylor now. Near the top. And that pass is intercepted. McGuinness looking for a basket. Oh, good defense by Taylor. I think that was Hudson Aiken who tried to score that off a good steal. And then a jump shot well short there is missed for Lawton High by Simpson. And then we have a foul called. I believe it's on Lawton High. It's on Taylor, his first. Chambers with the ball. Gets trapped. His pass is long, and another turnover forced by the Lawton High pressure. Jones to throw it in for the Wolverines, as they have controlled the pace, controlled the game right now, even though it's an early 6-point lead, but plenty of time left. With it being an early 6-point lead, I'd say Lawton High has been in control. Young out to Taylor, who's thinking about a three on the right wing, thinks better of it. Thought about, almost got a screen from Simpson, but Simpson rolled. McGuinness, solid defense right now. And then getting trapped, and it's a steal for McGuinness. They throw it ahead. I think that's Nelson, and Nelson lost it, and it's going to be out on Lawton Highs. Nelson couldn't maintain possession there. Lawton High has done a good job getting back in transition. Throwing it in for McGuinness is Parks. Nelson back to Parks, coming off the screen from the inbounds. That's no good. Rebound and the put in for McGuinness. That's Aiken with the putback. They needed that. And it's 11-7, Lawton High with the lead. Brewer has it near the top. Now it's Young crossing over on the left side. Back to Brewer. Brewer fake the three, pulls up from the two. A long two shot is made. Champ Brewer. He's such a good player there as he hits the long jumper. Foul called on Lawton High. Avi Young will pick up the foul. Checking in for McGuinness right now. I think Parks is coming back in. Also, we have a number one for McGuinness. There's no one on the roster. And then we have a turnover forced by Lawton High. Chambers, I think, he straddled the timeline, I believe, and gets called for an over and back foul. Not foul, but over and back turnover. And the ball will go back to the Wolverines. Brewer trying to create, going to his left, will dribble it back out. In for Lawton High now is, with the ball, there's number 15, Tez Hunter. Now it's Jones. Jones falls down and throws it away. Take on deflection by McGuinness. Not inside move, but he got too far to the basket there. And then we have a foul called. Not being able to score there was Hudson Aiken. Foul's called on number one from McGuinness. We'll have to get his name at halftime. 2 fouls called on McGuinness, 3 on Lawton as we're nearing the end of the first quarter. The Wolverines with a 6-point lead. Brewer, nice crossover. Tough shot fading away. He airballs that one. Balls was saved. McGuinness recovers. This is number one with it. Finds a teammate in the corner. I think that's Chambers, and Chambers has had a rough game since he's come in. As that ball goes off his feet, out of bounds, it goes back to the Wolverines. So 28 and 6 of a second to go. Back in for Lawton High's Contrell. I'm not aware of what's going on with Anthony Patrick. Surprised we haven't seen him yet. As Lawton High looks to have the final possession, perhaps, of the first quarter. Brewer with it. Attacking. Oh, nice job by Simpson, but the reverse layup is no good by a Lawton High teammate. And then another shot off an offensive rebound's no good, and the quarter will end. After one, your score is Bishop McGuinness 7, Lawton High 13. We'll be back with more playoff basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust.
All right, welcome back to second quarter action. High school basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're coming to you live from Edmond North High School. This is an audio broadcast. The other boys 5A West game going on right now, again, West being the key word, is there's East Side games going on, but Classen SAS leads Noble 26-19 at halftime. The winner of that game will play Carl Albert at Piedmont High School, and that game will be on the Oklahoma Sports Network. And when I say on the Oklahoma Sports Network, I do mean a video stream. Lawton High with a basketball. Taylor, bounce past him, wasn't a good one, and it's intercepted by McGuinness. That's Carter Aikens, so remember there's 2 Aikens for Bishop McGuiness, who got the steal. McGuinness needs to make something happen. Going inside there, Sneller. And then the pass is stolen by Brewer. They were looking for Valerio, who's in the game now for McGuinness, and then a foul is called. I think it's going to be on McGuinness. So checking in, I don't remember, I called 2 McGuinness games earlier this year. I don't remember if he played or not. Actually, it's Nelson I'm looking at right now who's checking TK Taylor. Very good matchup of 2 guards that are quick. Taylor crosses over, dribbles into 2 defenders, tough shot, and he's called for a travel. As he tried to go 1-on-2 there, not a good idea, and the ball will go back to McGuinness. And Lawton High will go back to their press as number 1 throws it in to Isaiah Nelson. Nelson back to number 1. Now Nelson has it. He gets trapped right away. That pass almost stolen. McGuinness is able to recover. They switch sides. They get the ball back to Nelson. And then almost a travel there. It is a travel. Attacking the basket was Riley Sneller. He gets called for a travel. And the ball goes back to the Wolverines. We're in the second quarter here. The boys' game before this took longer to complete. A hell of a game between Del City and Midwest City. Won at the buzzer by Del City. Lawton High with the ball now in the paint. Bishop McGuinness closes off well. Going in for the finish, driving baseline for Lawton High. That's Hunter. Hunter draws a foul, and he'll head to the free throw line. McGuinness seals off the paint really well. But Hunter is able to draw a foul. He'll have 2 shots. He hits the first one, making it 14-7. Lawton High leads McGuinness. Also, Edison Prep with a 20-18 lead against Shawnee in the East Side. And then another East Side game is Tahlequah and McAllister. Again, these are consolation games, so it's not going to state for the winner. The winner has a chance to play for state tomorrow. Second free throw is good, no good. Back comes Sneller for McGuinness. Nice pass in the paint and a score for McGuinness as Sneller gets the assist to Parks, who finishes. So McGuinness now within 5. Here's Brewer. Gets double teamed, gets out of it, passes it out to Contrell. Back out now to Simpson. Now it was Hunter with the ball. Now it's Contrell near the top. He gets double teamed and throws it away. Low pass to Taylor, who couldn't recover it. And that's a turnover on the Wolverines. Avi Young will check into the game. Probably a needed sub for Lawton High. And McGuinness can make it a one-score game here. Nelson attacks hard, draws it to defense, tried to kick it out. Ball gets deflected by Lawton High. Nelson may have had a layup, a contested layup, but a layup nonetheless. He handles the ball a lot for the Irish. He gets double teamed and he's going to get called for a travel. They'll say as he was picking up the ball, he shuffled his feet. And it will be back to the Wolverines. Not a lot of offense this game yet. But the Wolverines, of course, have had a little bit more, and they're up by 5 as Brewer attacks. Good recovery defense by the Irish as Brewer turns it over. And then we have a charge. Again, good transition defense by Lawton High as barreling in for a charge is Hudson Aiken. Andrew Harris will check back in for McGuinness. And TK Taylor will again run point. He runs a lot of point for Lawton High. Whoa, we had 2 Lawton High players run into each other. Avi Young was one of them. I think Contrell was the other. But neither had the ball, so they still have possession as Brewer fires and makes a 3. Champ Brewer has been by far the best player in the game as he gives the Wolverines their biggest lead. It's 8 now. No, nice bounce pass underneath and almost a travel there, but they didn't call it. With the ball now, driving in hard, and no foul called there. Boy, a lot of contact. Lawton High tried to get out of a trap as it got the rebound. I think we have a timeout as we saw Isaiah Nelson go hard to the basket, but he couldn't score. We have a 30-second timeout. We'll remind you our games tomorrow on the Oklahoma Sports Network as we are all over 5A West for girls and boys. On the girls' side, tipping off around 3:30. Here at Edmond North High School will be Carl Albert taking on El Reno. And over at Piedmont will be Midwest City girls taking on Bishop McGuinness. The night games, Carl Albert boys and Midwest City boys will basically flip locations from where the girls' counterparts are playing. Here at Edmond North, Midwest City boys will play the winner of this game, and Carl Albert boys will play the winner of Classen SAS and Noble. And again, that's over at Piedmont High School. So we'll have a team in every game, and if Lawton High wins this game, we'll have 2 Oklahoma Sports Network teams in the game tomorrow. Taylor, bounce pass to Young, hesitation dribble, now he gets to the right corner. Now Taylor with it near the top of the key as Young passed it back out to him. Handoff to Contrell. Contrell out to Young. Lawton High being very patient here. They're definitely running clock at the moment. They get trapped. Taylor had a wide open 3, passed it up. Nice spin move by Contrell. And he dribbled in no man's land and then turns it over. Nelson stole it. Nelson fell down with the ball. Lost it out of bounds, so say it's off Lawton High. He may have gotten tripped, but refs don't call anything. It will stay with McGuinness, though. I don't know who it was off of, but apparently it was off of a Lawton High player. Harris to throw it into the baseline. Throws it to Aiken, Hudson Aiken. Now firing a 3 is Stone, and Jackson Stone makes a 3. McGuinness needed that badly as they are now trailing by 5. Lawton High again slowing it down right now. TK Taylor patiently bringing the ball across the timeline. Now they start to weave this Lawton High, a pull-up jumper, rims out, but the tip is in. That's Champ Brewer. I don't know how many points he has, but it may be like 13 or 15 points. He's been tremendous. Lawton High misses a three. They get a tip. Offensive rebound. They get another offensive rebound. They get fouled. I want to also let you know tomorrow for our games, we will let you know about the matchups as it's hard to memorize what East team will play what West team. You can narrow it down to two options, but we want to narrow it down to one option. So we got to take a close look at how the brackets look exactly for both East and West. Free throw is missed for McGuinness. Andrew Harris at the line misses the first. He'll get one more. 3 fouls this quarter on McGuinness. Harris makes the second. And McGuinness will take a timeout off a made free throw. Let's see what type of timeout do we got. 30-second timeout, so we can keep it here. So again, tomorrow for the games we have on the Oklahoma Sports Network, I want to remind you, we will update you on who will play who. Obviously depending on who wins, but for example, as expected out east, Tulsa Memorial and Booker T both won their games. They will not play Del City or Newcastle, who also won their games. They will play one of the winners tomorrow. Which one will play which, though, and we're not sure. We got to take a closer look at the brackets. Some people may already have, but we'll have all that information for you tomorrow on all of our broadcasts. All right, I have a timeout. Is McGuinness calling the timeout? It's Lawton High with the basketball. As Avi Young has it near the right sideline. And then Jones came in. Oh, he got fouled on the fadeaway. That is a horrible foul by McGuinness. Fouling a jump shooter, but also a jump shooter who was fading away. Riley Sneller with a foul called. And John Jones will shoot 2 free throws. Actually, I apologize. I think that's Avi Young. And Young was dribbling some. Now he wants to give the ball back to the ref to make sure it's dry. And again, he gives it to the ref. All right, we'll see if this time he finally shoots. First free throw, back iron. Oh, no, that is Jones. I couldn't quite see clear if it was a 0 or 1, so that's John Jones on the miss. And he will get one more. Makes that one. And it's a 20-19 lead for the Wolverines. And then they almost get a steal, but instead a foul will be called on the press. That is Avi Young with the foul there. So the Irish retain the ball here. Down by 7. Crossing the timeline is Nelson. Nelson goes from right to left side. His pass was deflected, but he gets it back. Nelson gets to the paint. Again on the kick out. It's a 3 for McGuinness. It's a made 3. They need that. That's Stone with the make. I'm sorry, Parks. Parks with the make. And it's a 4-point game. And then wide open for Lawton High. Boy, no one was guarding him. I believe that was Jones with it. And just like that's back to 6. So quite the defensive breakdown for the Irish. They get trapped. They are able to reverse the ball. Andrew Harris goes all the way and scores. No one gets in his way. That's a big guy there scoring for McGuinness. And they are down 4. Taylor, kick out, 3-point shot, well short there. That was Avi Young, I believe, with the 3-point. No, it was Jones with the 3-point attempt. Young guarding the ball now, guarding Parks. Pass out to Nelson now. Nelson off a screen, gets double, throws it out to Harris, wing left. Harris again looks to muscle his way in on the kick out. Pull-up shot for McGuinness. That's no good. And I think we're going to have a loose ball foul on Lawton High. Tavon Washington, who hasn't played much even though he started, did check back in, and he'll get called for the foul. It's only the third foul on Lawton High this quarter. They have one foul to give. On the handoff, it's Nelson. Nelson goes through a double team, goes all the way inside the paint and scores. Nice move by Isaiah Nelson. And the Irish are within a basket. Wolverines with the ball, and losing it's Taylor. Nelson took it from him. Nelson gets around Taylor. They're not going to call a foul on Taylor, who was hugging Nelson. Too physical there. That will be the fourth foul on Lawton High, so not a terrible foul on Taylor from the standpoint of team fouls, but it's his second foul, so he has to be careful now. And McGuinness will have a sideline out of bounds. On the inbounds, they get it to Sneller. They reverse the ball. They go for the tie on the jump shot. No good. I think that's Chambers who came back in and missed the jump shot. Now we got a foul on the Irish. 85-plus feet away from the basket, and that's going to be free throws for Lawton High. Not a good foul on McGuinness. That's Carter Aiken, a sophomore. I think I like to say you need to know when you're in the penalty so you don't commit a foul like that. So it's going to lead to free throws for Champ Brewer, who misses long on the first. I was about to say, and it's still true, he is the best player out there for either team. He's been the best player. But even the best players will miss free throws from time to time. They'll get one more. And he sinks it. Lawton High now leads 23-20. Under a minute to go here. Oh, a steal by Taylor and the finish. Just a lazy pass thrown by McGuinness. Taylor got the steal and the easy layup. Now McGuinness throws a hard pass to number one, but he's able to get out of there. Get the ball. He gets it back on a give and go and scores. Carter Aiken with the assist. The number one is named Seth. He'll get his full name from McGuinness at halftime. We're under 30 seconds to go. Very competitive game. It was kind of sloppy for a while, but both teams have picked it up lately, or at least at different points of this game have picked it up some on offense. Lawton High looking to have the final possession here. It's TK Taylor between the legs, dribbles to the right wing now. Taylor now crosses over to his left on the kick out. He finds for an open three. That's no good, but the rebound is put in at the buzzer. Nice alert play by TK Taylor, who rebounded the miss from Manny Simpson, who was short, and that's a frustrating basket for McGuinness to give up. Your score at halftime. Lawton High 27, Bishop McGuinness 22. We'll take a break, and we will come back at the beginning of the third quarter here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rolling. This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers.
If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call us. This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you! When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
Back at it here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Again, this is an audio feed. It's like a radio broadcast of sorts, although you can see the score. Now we've got our clock on and see what quarter we're in. We're about to start the third quarter. The other West Side game going on over at Piedmont. Classen SAS looking for a matchup with Carl Albert. Has a 40-30 lead against the Noble Bears in the fourth quarter. So time running out for Noble. Not sure how much time is left in that one. Also we have Edison Prep leading Shawnee and McAllister leading Tahlequah by identical 35-26 scores in the second half over for the East Side game. Third quarter, so we will see. We will play Midwest City tomorrow as we begin the third quarter. It's McGuinness, first possession, their three-point shot, no good. Rebound, and a nice reverse there for McGuinness getting the basket. That's Andrew Harris. He can be a scoring presence inside. Also interesting to note, they are face guarding Champ Brewer as Bishop McGuiness. Which basically means his defender is not helping off. So Lawton High attacks with a different player. It was Avi Young. Avi Young missed a shot. And then we have contact during the dribble for McGuinness and a foul called on Lawton High. It's on Manny Simpson. By the way, number one for McGuinness is, believe it or not, Seth Lucky. His last name is Lucky, and he plays for the Irish. I wonder if he is a descendant of a leprechaun. Oh, he's much taller than a leprechaun, I can tell you that. Nelson drives baseline, and he lost his balance. Nothing called. He got his ball back off an air ball. That should be some type of turnover on him. They don't call it, though, and McGuinness hits a jump shot. Snell with a jumper, and we got a one-point game. Contrail gets the ball. It makes a three at the left corner. What a timely shot that is. Contrail with a big shot for Lawton High to push it back up to a 4-point lead. They're looking to run and jump against Nelson, but Nelson gets around his first defender, and then we're going to see a foul on Contrail as he and Nelson's legs got tangled up. Clearly a foul on Contrail. Nelson hit the floor hard. He's a little slow getting up, but he is up. He is by far the quickest player for McGuinness, and the guy they want to have the ball a lot. McGuinness brought in someone that has a sub. I think it's Chambers. He'll come in for Nelson. Nelson probably didn't need a sub, but Jake Brown, the Bishop McGuinness coach, went ahead and made that sub. Look for Nelson to come back in soon. Here's Harris, spins his way in. He had a good shot, but couldn't convert it. Rebound Simpson for Lawton High. Pushing it now is Taylor. Taylor almost had it poked away, was able to retain it. Finds Contrail. Contrail drives left. Right-handed shot is good. 5 quick points for Darian Contrail. And Lawton High back up to 6. McGuinness almost turned it over, but they get the ball, reversing it and drawing a foul there is Parks. Brody Parks will shoot 2 free throws. It's good, and then being an effective ball reversal for McGuinness, even though it looked a little sloppy there on it. As Lawton High scores 5 points in a row, and Parks misses the first free throw. Nelson will come back in, but not for Chambers. So Chambers will stay in. Snell will be the Irish player coming out. Or Sneller, sorry, Riley Sneller. Second free throw is in. 32-27 now the score. We are at 6 minutes to go, as you can now see if you're able to watch. You may just be listening and doing other things. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lawton High and McGuinness, one of these teams will play their final game of the season. Getting open's Avi Young. Corner shot no good. Rebounded by Harris. They get the ball to Nelson. Nelson crossing the timeline. He's being checked by Young. Almost lost it, gets it back. He did actually lose it, but he was able to get it back. He's now in the left side corner, the upper corner. Almost got trapped, and then his pass to Chambers And Chambers couldn't save it. He has had a rough game. And he'll come out. And there is the guy that I was referring to as number 1 in the first half, because I didn't have his name on the roster. I do now. It's Seth Lucky. And Mr. Lucky will be in the game to start, or not to start, but early in the third quarter. Brewer has the ball. You hear a fan say, keep the ball in your hands, because he hasn't had a chance to touch the ball much because he's being denied the ball for the most part. Passes out to Contrail. Contrail top of the key. On the kick out, three-point shot attempted. I believe that's Taylor with it, or that may have been Simpson who shot it. It's no good. Back come the Irish. Nelson drives baseline left, dribbles it back out. Finds Lucky. Three-point attempt. No good. Rebounded by Lawton High. Pushing the ball and drawing a foul is Avi Young. Good attack there by Avi. And he will go to the free throw line. Now, stand corrected, that's Simpson. Manny Simpson with the attack, an effective one there, and he can push this lead up to 7, which I believe would be the biggest lead of the game. And he connects on the first free throw. Substitution for the Irish. Hudson Aiken. There's a Hudson Aiken and a Carter Aiken who play for Bishop McGuinness. They are brothers, I believe. Hudson checks in. Simpson, second attempt. Well short on that. Rebounded by Lucky. Lawton High sets up in a press, but getting out of it's McGuinness. Nelson gets in the paint, and now Lucky, wide open three. No good. Ball is deflected out of bounds off of Lawton High, though, so McGuinness will retain possession. On the baseline inbounds play, they throw it out to Young near the top of the key. Young goes from left to right side. He spins. His pass then is deflected, and then a foul. It's a turnover on Nelson and the Irish as Taylor was able to come up with it, and as soon as he got the ball, he got decked, really. But Lawton High with a defensive stop. A moment ago, it was 27-26. Looked like McGuinness might have some momentum to take the lead. Lawton High has bounced back. And it looks like they'll get another basket. No, what a block there. Lawton High got the ball off that and drew a foul, but it looked like McGuinness was about to score as Parks had it, but a good block for Lawton High. Didn't catch who it was. It will stay with the Irish, Bishop McGuinness had the block. Never mind. God, I got mixed up. Parks had the block. Lawton High drew the foul on the floor. They will have a baseline out of bounds play. And they have a 5 count on that baseline out of bounds play. Good denial defense by Bishop McGuinness as TK Taylor did not throw it in time. And it goes back to McGuinness now. Lawton High looking to trap Nelson. And Nelson almost lost it. Was going out of bounds, somehow saved it. McGuinness somehow still has the ball. They threw a couple bad passes. I throw one more bad pass out of bounds. Boy, that was ugly. I think that was Lucky who threw it out of bounds there, but there were several bad passes thrown on that trip. Andrew Harris will check back in for McGuinness. And then we have a buzzer sound as we have a late sub for the Wolverines. Tez Hunter will check in. As you can see on the screen if you're tuning in, the winner of this game will play Midwest City on this floor tomorrow evening. Tip-off at 7 o'clock. We will have a video stream for you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Young with hesitation, dribbles out to the corner left, and then he threw a terrible pass. It was taken by Parks. He just threw it right to Parks. Nelson with the ball, though, and he loses it. And then McGuinness gets it back, and then we have a block. Parks had it blocked. What a sequence this is. Some good defense and some bad offense. And then Simpson loses it. And then another bad pass by McGuinness, but somehow they retain it. Lucky to Nelson. He's going to shoot a corner left three, and he got it. Just some sloppiness, some more sloppiness, but it ended with a clean pass to Isaiah Nelson from Lucky, who made the three. And McGuinness, after that make, will call a 30-second timeout. And they're back within a possession here. Both teams with 3 fouls this quarter. Apparently that's McGuinness' first timeout. I'm looking at the scoreboard now. Never mind, it got changed. I thought they did call a timeout earlier. They now have 3 left. Okay, so it's their second timeout they called this game. Lawton High has 4 timeouts left. We are at exactly, as you can tell, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lawton High has led throughout after, well, it was a 5-2 lead, I think, for McGuinness early in the game. But since then, Lawton High has, for the most part, been better, been making more plays. But McGuinness is right there. Last update, Class and SAS leads Noble 42-32, hoping for a chance to play Carl Albert tomorrow on the Oklahoma Sports Network, too. That game going over on at Piedmont. Champ Brewer brings it up, finds Young, catch and shoot 3, attempted, it's airballed. Good boxing out for McGuinness on the airball there. As Chambers, who has had a rough game, comes back in, and he had a good box out there. So maybe his game will be a little less rough here. And he's being checked right now by the other number 0 in the game. That's Jones for Lawton High. Lawton High was pressing. That's John Jones, by the way, I'm referring to. Parks, nice lob pass over, and now we're going to see a 3-point shot attempted by Chambers. Corner left, no good. Lawton High comes up with a miss. Contrail over to Jones. Jones only left Brewer wide open, and he did not make McGuinness pay on that one, but it looked like he was about to. Here's Parks, goes all the way in and draws a foul. Parks and Harris are a couple of the Irish players that, you know, they're not going to out-quick you, but they can out-muscle you, and when they get the momentum going, you're not going to move them out of their spots, and so that actually makes it where they're well-suited to draw contact and draw a foul. And he makes the first. Brody Parks, a 6'2 junior. McGuinness has some good players returning next year. But what class will they be in? They maybe go back down to 4A with a combination of things going on like the private school ruling. They have been in 4A the previous 3 seasons and then moved up to 5A for this year. We're in a very competitive district, and the boys especially, with the likes of SAS, who doesn't have a good girls team this year, but a good boys team, and then, of course, Del City and Newcastle, who both in girls and boys, even though it was close in most of the games, proved to be the best teams on the west side with their victories. Taylor gets the top of the key, picks up his dribble. Jones, long 3. It's an air ball. We've seen Lawton High airball some 3s here. It's worth mentioning McGuinness has completely taken Champ Brewer out of this game here. Not literally, but with their defense, they have wrapped him up. And McGuinness can go for a leader. Oh, but just it's Chambers again losing it, but somehow McGuinness gets it back. It's Harris, and he goes in for a shot. He misses it, but he draws a foul. Chambers has just been erratic with the ball there as he lost an easy pass. That was unforced, but Harris, with his big body, just picked it up with a full head of steam, went towards the basket. No one from Lawton High wanted to get in front of him. He got all the way to the basket, missed the shot, but drew a foul. And he can give the Irish a lead here. We are tied now as the first free throw goes in, 33-33. Lawton High's offense has really been stagnant. They need to find options outside of Champ Brewer because McGuinness is denying him the ball. Harris connects on the second, and Bishop McGuinness, for the first time since early first quarter, has the lead. Luke Strickland, I believe, he's checking in for the first time comes in for McGuinness. I think he's replacing Harris. And they are denying Champ Brewer the ball as Bishop McGuinness, while the rest of their defenders are sacking off their men, which is how you normally play man-to-man defense. So it's up to TK Taylor to create this possession. Bounce pass underneath. Wild shot attempted. They get it back out to Taylor. That's Washington, I believe, who comes back in. Three-point shot attempted, no good. Rebound by the Irish. Yeah, it's Tavon Washington with a miss. And the Irish have the ball and the lead. They don't have Nelson in right now either. Chambers the spin. Has a shot rejected. And they're going to say out of bounce off the Irish. Again, the rough night continues. For Timothy Chambers. But he's playing hard, I can tell you that. At some point, don't be surprised if he makes another play. Bringing the ball up slowly is TK Taylor, formerly of Lawton MacArthur, now playing for Lawton High, what could be his final game. Jones, they do find Brewer. So Brewer will look to create. Oh, he makes the man go down, then he gets some help. Now three-point shot attempted. No good. A loose ball foul is called. Get the back. That was Contrell, actually, who I think missed it. Shook the defender, then found Brewer for an open three. Brewer couldn't make it, so Brewers had a couple shots at it. But for Lawton High, Washington got fouled in the act of shooting. I didn't see the shot attempt clearly, but that's what they say. So he's going to shoot 2 free throws. Haven't called his name much. But Tavon Washington has a chance to tie the game with that free throw, and he does. As we're near the end of the third quarter. And a very competitive game. He hits both. Tavon Washington gives the Wolverines the lead back. And we have a sub off the made free throw. For McGuinness, actually, it's Nelson back in. Almost a steal. Nelson was able to get it as Jones almost stole it from him. A careless pass was thrown to Nelson there, but Nelson was able to retain it. Nelson gets to the paint a little bit. Throws it out to Hudson Aiken. Aiken back to Taylor. Back to Nelson, and Nelson gets fouled by Lawton High. And that was, they have it as the 6th team foul, which usually they don't count after 5. But the important thing is it will be free throws for Nelson, as that was not a good foul on the part of Jones. First free throw is up. No good. Nelson would have had a chance to tie there. He'll have one more chance to tie. He hits that one. And we are tied at 35. Under 20 seconds to go. It's Taylor with it for the Wolverines. They're down to 10 seconds. He gets to the right wing. Crossover finds Brewer, who's got fouled, and that will be free throws for Champ Brewer. Well, I'm just seeing some silly fouls. Both sides. And Brewer will have a chance to give Lawton High a small lead heading into the fourth quarter. He misses the first. He will get one more. That one connects. Lawton High with a 1-point lead. 5 seconds to go for the Irish. And then they throw it away. They threw it near the three-point line of their own basket they're defending. And Brody Parks, the pass was high for him. It was too hard. It went off his hands. So Lawton High will throw it in that spot. Throw it in that spot. They'll have a sideline out of bounds play. It's Brewer. 3. Oh, he falls down. No call. As the closeout could have been called a foul. That would have been huge. And then after the buzzer sounds, we see for McGuinness, I believe that's Vesta. Camden Vesta may have just checked in, holding up his arms to indicate, no, I did not foul. Could have been called, though. Anyway, we played 3 quarters, and it's a 1-point lead for the Wolverines over the Irish. We'll be back with the 4th quarter on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
And welcome back to playoff basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We were expecting a close game. We've gotten a close game between the Wolverines and the Irish, as Bishop McGuinness came back to briefly take a 1-point lead. But Lawton High has retaken the lead, and they have the ball to start the 4th quarter. It's TK Taylor with it. Taylor to Contrell. They go inside to Brewer, posting up. Brewer back out to Taylor. Taylor, left-hand shot, no good. And then, looked like Simpson almost got the ball, but Parks had it for McGuinness. Now Harris, not really the point guard, but he brings it up, using his big body to clear out Simpson, and then threw a pass that Parks may not have been ready for, but Parks ended up corralling it. Looking for Nelson. Nelson has it near the left corner. He drives right, goes hard at the basket. He draws a foul. He's going to shoot 2 free throws. Fouls on Simpson. It's his 3rd. We'll see who gets more free throws in the foul situation. We still don't have a final in Piedmont between Class and SAS and Noble, at least last we checked, as SAS is holding on to an 8-point lead right now, 50-42. Free throw by Nelson is missed, so he hasn't been great from the free throw line. He'll get one more. He misses that. Rebound by Brewer. McGuinness with a chance to take the lead, and they couldn't hit the free throws. Brewer gets into the paint. Left-hand shot, no good. He has not hit a shot, I believe, this quarter. He's hit some free throws, though, but that's about it. Almost the backcourt, but they'll say crossing the line is Harris, as he got a pass from Parks. Nelson. And that pass is thrown out wildly to Harris. Harris, lowering his shoulder, is called for an offensive foul. Sneller made a long pass from the corner to the top of keep to Harris, and then tried to create. And he's a strong guy. He was trying too hard to be strong there, as he gets called for a charge. Both teams with a foul early on in the 4th quarter. Taylor with a crossover. Nice help from Nelson, but they left Avi Young wide open, but Young misses the shot. Lawton High has not shot well this second half. Back comes McGuinness looking to take the lead, and they lost it. Hudson Aiken was going for the lead there. He just lost it, and then Lawton High got the ball back, got fouled, and they will retain possession. So now it's 2 fouls on McGuinness, 1 foul for Lawton High this quarter. Crossing the timelines, TK Taylor. Handoff to Brewer, right wing. Brewer gets the screen, gets the top. And what's the call? Foul called, I think it's on McGuinness. Oh, we got a McGuinness player limping. That's Carter Aiken, who will limp off the floor. I believe he's being replaced by Lucky. Or no, actually someone else came in. Harris also coming out, so we have another sub from McGuinness that I missed. Brewer off the inbounds. Nice crossover move and the finish. What a quick, explosive play by Champ Brewer, and then McGuinness throws it away thanks to some tight man-to-man defense from Avi Young. Miscommunication there. And a bad sequence for Bishop McGuinness, as that was Hudson Aiken who threw the bad pass there. Got his signals crossed between him and Nelson. It'll be Lawton High ball when we get back in a 3-point lead. You're watching or listening to playoff basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers.
If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call. This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
Welcome back on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Lawton High with the ball based on an out-of-bounds play. They have a 3-point lead. And off an inbounds pass, rough play there as Avi Young got the inbounds pass, jumped high, got fouled by Nelson while he was in the air. So it's the third foul on Nelson, and already McGuinness is at 4 fouls. Brewer gets the inbound. Brewer. Now we'll get a pick to his left from Simpson. Finds Contrell. Contrell kicks it out. Taylor with it on the handoff now. Looks like that was, no, that was Taylor with the ball right there. He gets it now on the dribble penetration from Young at the free throw line. Tough bounce pass, and it's intercepted, or was it? I think that should be McGuinness ball. Coach Jake Brown can't believe it's not called off Lawton High. I think he's right, but the refs didn't see it. So we'll go back to Lawton High, as it looked like McGuinness was about to get a steal. Well, it's a close game. It's not a pretty game, as whoever wins this game is going to have to play better to beat Midwest City. Lawton High knows Midwest City. They played them twice. Played them twice last year. McGuinness, I don't know when they played Midwest City last in basketball, but it may have been a while. I know they used to be in the same tournament way back. Lawton High basketball, it's Young with it. Close to the right wing, hands off now to Champ Brewer. Brewer with a crossover goes right. Hesitation move. Somehow couldn't make it to fall, and then getting the rebound is Young, and Young got fouled. McGuinness forced a tough shot, but everyone contested the shot, was not in position to rebound, and so Young snuck in. He'll head to the free throw line. First free throw for Avi Young rims out. Do you remember when Lawton High made state last year? Avi Young and Champ Brewer played big minutes for him. Second free throw is in. Pushes it to a 2-score lead for McGuinness. Parks got it from Nelson, across the timeline for McGuinness. Now it's Sneller. Sneller fouled on the floor, I think, but it's Champ Brewer who commits the foul. But if you're hearing some fans, it's because we're on the Lawton High side, and Lawton High fans did not agree with that. 2 fouls on Lawton High. Oh, nice move getting between the defenders and scoring. McGuinness with the basket. Back comes Taylor. May have shuffled his feet. Going inside, and I think a foul is called, and it's going to be free throws for Lawton Highs. The shot was blocked, but there was a lot of body contact, and that will be Avi Young. I missed who scored that basket for McGuinness, but that snapped a tough stretch for him. But Lawton High gets the free throw line, and they hit the first. It's Avi Young shooting. That one rolls in. He had a couple free throws a moment ago and made one of 2. He makes the first one here. This time he makes both. Back to a 4-point lead for Lawton High. Nelson on the kick out. Getting inside is Sneller. Sneller lost it as he tried to create. It'll be out of bounds off of Lawton High. So McGuinness to run a baseline out of bounds play. Looks like they're going to run with a 1-4 set. It's Parks. Parks lobs it up to Hudson Aiken. Aiken fell down, and then Nelson crossed the timeline, and the ref hesitated to call an over and back, but that's exactly what it is. They do call it, and it will go back to Lawton High. Jake Brown, the McGuinness coach, believes the pass was deflected, or the ball was deflected, so that would not make it over the back, but of course that will not be the call. Tavon Washington checks in for Lawton High. Replaces Simpson, who's limping off. Oh, and the Lawton High almost overthrew their pass towards their baseline. But recovering it is Avi Young. Young tried to find Washington rolling. Washington somehow came up with it. His left-hand shot, no good. Rebound McGuinness, and we have a foul on the floor as Sneller was driving hard down the middle. Got fouled near the timeline. It will be the 3rd foul on Lawton High. Fouls on TK Taylor. That's also his 3rd. So McGuinness about to be in the bonus. Lawton High with basically a foul to give. Shooting a 3, I believe that's Sneller. It rims out, no good. But the rebound and the putback for McGuinness. That's Parks. And McGuinness within 2. Brewer, pull-up jumper inside the arc, no good. Rebound by the Irish. They could tie it here. Pass ahead, and nice play. What a defensive play there by Avi Young. Sneller got the outlet pass, and Young came in and took it away and then threw it off of Sneller's leg. And Riley Sneller will now be replaced by Andrew Harris, as it'll be Lawton High basketball. Winner of this game will move on to play in the Area Consolation Championship with a chance at a berth in the state tournament against Midwest City. There's Young again. He's been very aggressive this quarter. And he'll make another trip to the free throw line as he drives right, gets to the basket, gets fouled. And that foul is on Andrew Harris, and I missed this earlier. He has 5. I missed him being in foul trouble, but he was, and now he's out. He's a senior. This could be it for his basketball playing career. He's also a football player, good football player. That's probably the sport he would play in college. I don't know if that's definitely the case. And Avi Young, 2 more trips to the free throw line and another make. He makes the first. Second one, that's a swish as well. Back to a 2-possession lead for the Wolverines. McGuinness with the ball, and a foul is called as they tried to pressure Sneller, who came back in with Harris getting fouled out. And that's a foul on Avi Young. Not so bad because it's only the 4th team foul, but now Lawton High has to be careful about fouling McGuinness away from the basket and sending him to the free throw line. Here's Nelson going hard to the paint. Somehow got a pass out of it that looked like it was about to be a bad pass, but it was caught. Then going inside, no good on the shot. It's Lucky with the rebound. Now a three-point shot's attempted and made, and it's a 1-point game. Parks with the made three. Buckle up, folks. We could be in for another barn burner here. Brewer, that should be an illegal screen. No, we got a timeout called first. Washington was definitely setting a moving screen, but Lawton High got in thanks to Coach John Reese, a full timeout. We'll take a break as well. You're watching playoff basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Welcome back to playoff basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Jordan Ray. Great to be with you. And what's been a very close game that Lawton High has led most of the way. The leads range from anywhere to 1 point to 5 or 6 points, but McGuinness has always been able to hang around. They even briefly had a 1-point lead late in the third quarter. Brody Parks just made a three for McGuinness. Lawton High, after they cross the timeline, calls a timeout. They have 3 remaining, so they had timeouts to spare. They inbound it to Brewer. Nelson tried to get away from him. Brewer somehow got it after Nelson almost stole it. Then going inside and missing the layup. The ball's tapped around. We may have a jump ball. I think that was Young who couldn't make the left-hand layup. And it is a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to McGuinness, so they can retake the lead here. And looks like because we had a pile of players on the floor, we are going to have a stoppage so we can wipe off the floor. I say we, the refs can. The players try to help by rubbing their shoes against the floor, scuffing, whatever it's called, shuffling. And Jake Brown, the McGuinness coach, gave the refs some clothing material. I don't think it was a towel. I don't know what it was, maybe a warm-up shirt. But they ended up not needing to use it. Okay, now we're going to resume play. The Irish are going for the lead here. So we are at the 2-minute mark. Who will play Midwest City tomorrow night? The Irish or the Wolverines? Nelson, checked by Brewer. Nelson gets trapped. Throws it out, gets it back. Nelson to Sneller. Sneller thought about the three. Gives it back to Nelson. McGuinness has 2 timeouts. Nelson goes right, and he gets fouled. Threw up a wild shot, but he went hard with his right hand, used his body well there. And Isaiah Nelson, who's missed a couple free throws on one trip recently, will now head to the free throw line, looking to give Bishop McGuinness a lead here. So we could have tomorrow a Midwest City McGuinness doubleheader with the girls' game taking place at Piedmont and the boys' game taking place here at Edmond North. First free throw attempted, short. But someone yelled out short from the stands, a Lawton High fan, and she was correct. Yes, it was a she. She predicted it would be short, and she was correct. So now all Nelson can do is tie the game. And he does. He makes the second free throw. We are tied at 43. Nearing a minute and a half to go. Now Lawton High is not protecting a lead. As Brewer brings it up. Brewer looks like he's being checked by Parks. Brewer gets trapped, gets out of it. Here's Contrell with it, near the top. Contrell passed out to Taylor. Taylor, who handles the ball a lot, gets hedged, but no foul called, and he gets it out to Brewer. Down to a minute, or we're close to a minute here. And now John Reese, the Lawton High head coach, will go and use a timeout. He still has 2 more, so he's held on to his timeouts. And I believe it's a full. We'll go and take a break here. You are watching Lawton High playoff basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Welcome back to 5A playoff basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We are at exactly 1 minute to go in this matchup between Lawton High and Bishop McGuinness, tied at 43. We had a close game, probably a more exciting game because of all the plays that were being made, both good offensive plays and bad offensive plays, and good defensive plays, of course, between Middle City and Del City, our previous game, as Del City won by 2 to move on. This game's been a bit more pedestrian, but still close. Lawton High with the ball. They're going to take time off the clock. Avi Young has it on the end of Edmond North. Now he passes the wing right to Brewer. McGuinness may just let Lawton High dribble down the clock. Taylor with it now. We're at under 30 seconds to go. Oh, we got a foul called as Nelson was too aggressive, fouling Avi Young on the right wing there. I think Nelson thought it for a second he wanted to go for a steal and just went basically too much into Young's body. There's no question that's a foul. It's the 4th foul on Nelson, which could be a problem if this game goes to overtime. And who knows, because Young misses the first free throw. Also short on that free throw. So Nelson was short on his first free throw recently, and now Young is. Young will get one more chance to give Lawton High the lead, and that one rattles in. 1 point Wolverine lead, under 25 seconds to go. McGuinness inbounds it, and then they call a timeout before they advance the ball. As Jake Brown didn't want to take any chances, he doesn't mind, I guess, McGuinness inbounding the ball underneath their own basket, but because they did, when they do inbound it, they cannot run baseline. See if Lawton High decides to pressure. All right, we're going to go and keep it here during this full timeout. Both teams are in the penalty. It says both teams have 2 timeouts left. I thought McGuinness may be down to 1, but I'm not keeping track. I want to remind you that here's the matchups we have for tomorrow on the Oklahoma Sports Network. On the girls' side, the game started at 3:30. They're at 2 different locations. Carl Albert will take on El Reno here at Edmond North High School. And then at Piedmont High School, Midwest City will take on Bishop McGuinness girls. And then the two high schools, Midwest City and Carl Albert, will switch. So, and me and Gordy Jones, the two color commentators normally for these games, will also switch. So we can be with the teams we've been calling games for. Gordy for Carl Albert, myself for Midwest City. I'll come back here to Edmond North to call Midwest City taking on the winner of this game. Gordy will be in Piedmont for Carl Albert and Classen SAS. Could be a good matchup there, a really good matchup. Classen SAS is a dangerous team. All right, so yes, Lawton High will press McGuinness here as the Irish look to throw it in. Sneller is able to get into, I believe that's Parks. No, that's Lucky. Lucky crossed the timeline, looks for Nelson, hands it off to him. We're down to 10 seconds. Nelson near the timeline, and what's the call as he almost went over the timeline, over and back. Got fouled hard by Avi Young is the call. Avi Young, I don't know if he reacted to the fact that Nelson almost turned the ball over. It could have been called a turnover. Instead, Nelson falls hard to the ground. Avi Young will get called for a foul with 8 seconds to go. Isaiah Nelson, who is banged up at the moment, he's in some pain, but not too much pain. He's going to shoot 2 free throws. And by the way, Bishop McGuinness is down to 1 timeout, and now Lawton High is as well. Maybe John Reese trying to freeze up Isaiah Nelson. So that's the situation. Nelson will head to the free throw line with a chance to maybe win the game for McGuinness. But again, Lawton High has 1 more timeout, so they can draw something up if that's the situation. Lawton High comes out of timeout. They have Brewer in. Contrail is in. Taylor's in. Young is in. Simpson's in. All right, here we go. 2 free throws for Isaiah Nelson. First one. Rattles in. That's the last we've heard the McGuinness fan section. They're on the other side of the court from where we're at. But they were happy about that make, obviously. They'll be really happy with this make if it happens. For the lead. It rims in as well. 2 rattles for Nelson. This is going to be McGuinness calling a timeout here. Jake Brown will call a full timeout. Bishop McGuinness now with a 45-44 lead. We're going to update that for you right now. They have not led much of this game. Both teams have missed free throw opportunities. Lawton High's been to the line more and they missed more. So Jake Brown wanted to go ahead and call a timeout to set up his defense, knowing John Reese, the head coach of Lawton High, might have set up something good for his offense. We'll see. You know that Lawton High wants to give the ball to Champ Brewer. And if not him, maybe Avi Young. All right, 8 seconds to go. Lawton High has 1 timeout here. McGuinness will extend their defense. Taylor to throw it in. Finds Brewer. Here comes Champ Brewer. Across the timeline. Brewer spins. Gets all the way to the basket. His layup no good. And McGuinness will hold on and win. It was not an easy shot for Champ Brewer. It was not a wide-open layup as McGuinness had a couple guys contesting it. He did get it to his left hand, but he shot it too high off the backboard. And the Irish will move on. This will not be Andrew Harris's last game. Although limping for the Irish is Sneller, I believe. So we'll see if he's able to go tomorrow, at least be effective. I know he's going to play. I'm sorry, Carter Aiken. That's Carter Aiken who gets hurt. All right, we will have the McGuinness Midwest City doubleheader. Girls game at Piedmont High School, 3:30. Boys game here at Edmond North at 7 o'clock. Carl Albert girls taking on El Reno at 3:30. Carl Albert boys class and SAS at Piedmont. Carl Albert El Reno's here at Edmond North. Again, they're crisscrossing. Carl Albert boys will take on, class and SAS, at 7. All right, that'll do it for here. I want to thank Gavin Smith, who helped us tonight on short notice. Our thoughts and prayers are with Bernie Wren and his family, as they have a trying situation they're dealing with right now, so he couldn't be here. But we appreciate all of Bernie Wren's help this season, and we thank Brandy Thomas for another stellar night of producing. All right, that'll do it. I'm Jordan Ray. Great to be with you. You've been watching playoff basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.